What's up, guys? It's InteligentMoron here. I wanted to come and make a video real quick about a nice little thrift store find that I picked up today, November 27th, the day before Thanksgiving. I decided that I was going to hit up the local thrift store right after work this morning, and I definitely panned out. So I got some really cool finds. This has got to be probably my best thrift store find to date. You guys know about my GoldenEye N64, my Diddy Kong N64, my Super Mario 64 games. You guys know all about those games that I found. You guys know about the Accessory and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Tournament Fighters, Super Nintendo games that I found. You guys know about the PlayStation 1 with the portable screen. You guys know all about that. But to date, this probably has to be the best thrift store find that I've acquired. And I was so ecstatic when I saw this. I was so happy when I saw this. So let's go ahead and dive right in, and let's get started. Before I start with the find itself, I wanted to I just picked these up. They're a pair of multi-outs for a Super Nintendo, N64, or GameCube. I actually ordered these off of eBay back when I acquired a Super Nintendo, and the RF adapter didn't work. And I got a pair of these for dirt cheap, free shipping. Apparently they came from overseas, so it took about 2 or 3 weeks to get here. I've already got a pair from my N64 that I got. I also got a pair from the other Super Nintendo that I ended up buying, and so I mean they're extra. I also found a pair in a GameStop dumpster dive, but yeah, they're extra. But hey, you can never have too many of these multi-outs. And actually today, the find that I found today, you'll know why you can never have too many of these multi-outs. So I don't really want to show you guys the way that I found the stuff. It just gives it away. You know, it doesn't. I'm making a video here for you guys to watch, and if I just sit there and it's like plop, there it is, and you guys just see it real quick, and you guys are gonna leave me bone dry out in the pasture. So I figured I would just show you guys the stuff that I found, and give a little backstory of how I found it. So right off the bat, I found this bag, and this bag was with this stuff. Now this stuff was all sitting together. There was a box. It was like a black box. It it was made out of particle board, and that box has since broke. And I mean, literally, the thrift store must have just sat this stuff out, and I saw it. I just happened to come at the right time because I didn't see this stuff lasting long. And this box was made out of particle board. If anybody's ever used particle board, you know what it is essentially is sawdust that's been glued and just made into a nice board that you can staple into and make stuff out of, but it doesn't last long because it's pretty much just sawdust glued together, and it's crap. But this person made this box out of this particle board, and the staples that were put into it just pretty much started breaking the particle board apart. So the box didn't last. The drawer, however, did, because the drawer was an original item from the manufacturer. But apparently, I guess the box that it used to go into must have broke when they were younger or whenever they had it before. So this bag, no special bag. It's just one of those little flimsy backpack bags that you can wear. You can put whatever you want in. Right away, you know, I just dove in, and right away there was a Nintendo controller. Now there's a little fray on this controller cord right about there, if you see it. I don't know, I can't tell if it goes down to the wire. Well, it goes down to the wire, but I can't tell if any of the wires are affected by it. I'll test it out and see if it is. If it is, I'll try to fix it. If I can't, then it's just, I just have to get another Nintendo controller. And then we got another Nintendo controller. But this Nintendo controller, when I first saw it, I actually thought it was a Genesis controller, and I was like, man, that's crazy looking. But what it is this thing's called a power grip, and it's a piece of like rubber plastic that slides right off, and you can put it on any Nintendo controller. and it makes it kind of feel maybe a little bit like a Super Nintendo controller. Definitely feels nice for the guys who have big hands. Feels kind of like a Super Nintendo controller, maybe like a Genesis controller. Not as bulky, but yeah, so regular Nintendo controller, no fray on this cord, so it should work perfectly fine. And then power grips on the sides for that controller. Then also in this bag, which to go with the multi-out, and that's it for the bag, is a AC adapter for Super Nintendo. Tell by the nice purple plug. So that was nice. I was happy to find that. But like I said, you can obviously guess why I found that if there was something else in there. So I'll go ahead and show it. Got myself a nice little Super Nintendo. Now, within the last month, this is my third Super Nintendo. The first Super Nintendo I got, I traded a guy some stuff for it. He kind of got the better of it on me. The Super Nintendo ended up not working, and the plus side is in the deal. I also got Super Mario World and Mega Man X. So in the games itself, plus the stuff I traded them was stuff from GameStop dumpster diving. So it was kind of like getting it for free. But this Super Nintendo, the other one, I traded traded a bunch of stuff to. Well, I sold a bunch of stuff to a guy at the local flea market. He wanted a bunch of my PlayStation stuff and whatnot, sold it to him. And then there's another guy there who redoes the Super Nintendos, takes them apart, cleans them and everything. I told you about this, you've seen the other videos. And I scored a Super Nintendo from him. Now this one, it works. I've already plugged it up. I've put games in it. It has a little bit of the discoloration on the bottom half. It kind of makes me think that this might be one that was redone by like one of the guys before, because I noticed that the one Super Nintendo that I bought, well, that I traded for, I don't know if you guys can see, but whenever you would push the power button up, there's a piece of plastic on the original Super Nintendos that slides up to lock the games in place. This one doesn't have it. I'm guessing it's probably not a necessity because my Super Nintendo that I did buy from the one guy doesn't have it. So that's why I'm thinking this is one that was taken apart and redone. It works great. Plug the game in, boot it right up. It's a little dirty. I need to clean it off a little bit, but other than that, it's a nice looking Super Nintendo, and the little discoloration that is on the bottom. Other than that, it's a nice looking Super Nintendo, and I was very happy to find this. Just because it's an extra Super Nintendo. I haven't decided yet what I want to do with it, if I want to get rid of it, if I want to keep it for an extra Super Nintendo or not. But, so anyway. On top of the Super Nintendo was this guy. And obviously the controllers, you know about. Now the only thing about this guy was in the box, or in the bag, there was no yellow and red cables. There was no RF adapter, and there was no power cord. So I have a AC adapter that is supposed to be able to hook up to a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, or a Genesis. I got it back when I bought the one Super Nintendo, and the AC adapter that I got from that guy went. So this one, definitely, I'm going to have to get the red and yellows, and then plug it in and see if it works. It looks good. I mean, it's a little dirty on top, like dust-wise. It looks like something might got spilled on it. But, I mean, if you can see, look how bright red those stickers are in the back. And the logo up front is nice and bright red. So, whoever owned this, besides the fact they got dusty and dirty, got pretty, yeah, kept it in pretty good shape. There's a couple dings right there. I don't know what that's from. I don't know if that's normal. That looks normal. Like maybe somebody took it apart and over tightened the screws. I don't know. But anyway, Nintendo. So, excuse me. Now, in that black box. This was the black box. So, I saw this sitting there. Like I said, particle board box on top. Well, actually, this was in the particle board box. This shaped like a Super Nintendo game. A Super Nintendo sitting on top. So essentially, there's that. Super Nintendo sitting like this. Nintendo sitting like this. And the bag sitting on top. Alright, so I take the stuff off the top of it, I pull the drawer out, and we get a third-party super pad, which is just regular super pad, you know, normal, turbo, slow, just a regular, normal super pad. Cord looks good. A official Nintendo Super Nintendo controller. So nice to have that. Some trash. Let me get that out of here. Okay. The manual for Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike. And then that's the other manual thing that comes with it. Now, the good part. So, in total, in this little find here, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. 11 Super Nintendo games. First one up, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. None of these cartridges are loose. This is in a nice shape. It's got a little bit of something on the label. All of the cards, all the chips look really nice. So I'm really happy with that. Super Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Never played this game, so I'm excited to play that game. Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Never played this game. Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge. I remember playing this game, and I cannot wait to play it again with my son. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you guys watched my my box opening of the games that my dad sent me from when I was a kid, you'll know that I got back my Donkey Kong Country. So I was really happy to find Donkey Kong Country. My son and I were playing through it right now. And it's funny because he's playing on his DS, or his 3DS, he's playing Donkey Kong Country 3D, and I'm playing Donkey Kong Country on my SNES. But, we got, make sure I got the right, yep. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Now, this one, apparently it used to belong to Mystic Video. Don't know where Mystic Video is located, or where it was located, but it looks like they wrote on it with crayon, which I can easily get that off. But they did that big white thing. It's not a sticker. The label got ripped, so that stinks. But oh well. NBA Live 95. Now this does have a price sticker on it of $7, and the label is peeling right there. But it is a sports title, so I'm not too worried about it, because NBA Live 2005 or 95, I'm not too worried about it. George Foreman KO Boxing. $9 price tag on it. Label looks good besides the $9 price tag. Top Gear. This right here is one of my all-time favorite games. I don't know what it is about this game, but I always loved playing this game. Whenever my mom would take me to the video store and said, hey, why don't we rent a game, majority of the time it was this game. So Top Gear, I'm happy to finally own a copy, because I never did. I always rented it. Have the manual, have the instruction booklet, so I gotta have the game. Jungle Strike. Never played this game. Stargate was a great movie, but never played the game. So, be interesting to see this. And last but not least, and the fact of the fact that I almost, with my collective Nintendo points from dumpster diving, I almost went and bought this game for the Wii. And it's not a lot, but I almost bought it for the Wii, and I'm glad I held off, and I'm glad that I found this find, because now I get to show my son, and he gets to play with me if he wants. But Zelda, A Link to the Past. I was so happy when I pulled this drawer out and I found this game. So, right there, this game alone. I got this deal for a steal. I mean, this was a steal. But this game alone sold me. Period. Now, like I said, this thrift store that I've told you all about, they charge $2 a game, typically. 11 games, so doing the math, that's about $22. Now, systems, I've seen the PlayStations. I saw a PlayStation that didn't have any cables with it. They just had it in the store. I was going to pick it up today. One of the reasons I went to there was to get that PlayStation for $5. I was just going to get it to have, and it was gone. And then I've seen them with cables and controllers for $15. You know. So all in all, all of that said, I've never seen a Super Nintendo there. I've never seen a Nintendo there. Never seen a Genesis there. So I've never seen anything of this era there, and so I don't really know how to price how they would price them. But this box, the drawer that was originally made by Nintendo, because it's an official Nintendo sticker, and it's shaped just like a Super Nintendo. It just doesn't have the case itself. The 2 Nintendo controllers, the 2 Super Nintendo controllers, the AC adapter for the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo, and the Super Nintendo, all for $10. So I could not pass that up, not 1 second. So now going back to the Nintendo real quick. Now, the Nintendo, I just found it odd because you got the Nintendo, you got the Super Nintendo, you got 11 Super Nintendo games, but no Nintendo games. And I kept asking around. I was like, hey, you know, I saw all this stuff. Did you guys get any Nintendo games with this? I was like, maybe someone came in and bought it or something like that. Maybe someone just, you know, bought it before I had a chance to come and get it. And they were like, no, there was no Nintendo games that came with it. That this was it. It all came in as a lot, so we put it together as a lot. And I was like, oh, that's odd, but okay, whatever. I'll take it. No big deal. So then I remember watching the video that OK Chief put up about that feeling that you get whenever you go to a store and you find a PlayStation 1, you pop that open button and there's something. So I was like, oh crap, I forgot to lift the flap. So I lift the flap up. Yeah, it's nothing amazing, nothing great. It's not you know Zelda or anything like that. It's Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Nothing too exciting, but I felt excited because I didn't know it was in there, and I opened up the flap and there was a Nintendo game to play. So nothing too exhilarating, but it was still nice feeling. So that was my epic thrift store find for of all recently since starting this channel and everything. That's the most stuff that I've found. So the most exciting stuff that I found. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. One other quick thing, excuse me. When I got the Xbox for $5 from the same thrift store, I brought it home just the other day and hooked it up finally. And because I went to a thrift store or the flea market, and I found Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, and wanted to play that. And when I turned the Xbox on, it said error, cannot read disc, and I opened it up, and there was Hitman, Blood Money or something like that. It's really scratched up. It doesn't work. I think I might have said something about this in a video in the past, but oh well, I'm saying it again since I just found that. Opened up the flap for the Nintendo and found that. But anyway, that's all I got for right now, guys. I'm going to keep on doing my dumpster diving. I'm going to keep on doing my thrift store searches. I'll be going back to the flea market this weekend. I'm actually setting up a table to sell some of the stuff that I found on the Michaels dumpster dive. If you guys check out my other videos, you'll see all the stuff, the Thanksgiving and Halloween stuff that I got from Michaels. Yeah, I'm going up to the flea market. I want to set up. I want to try to sell the stuff for dirt cheap. I know it's the weekend after Thanksgiving, but you know, I'm hoping that people won't want to pass it up for something so cheap, because it was all free to me, so I want to sell it cheap to the people. I don't know what I'll be able to get while I'm there. I'm going to definitely look around and try to find some stuff. I'm going to also be doing more dumpster diving. The one GameStop that's near me, I think they are tearing apart their PlayStation 3 kiosk. I found a bunch of LED lights and the PlayStation 3 logo and the controller holders. So I really think they're destroying their kiosk, so I won't be able to find that. But I'm grabbing every piece as I find it, and if I have to, I'll put it back together like a transformer. So anyway, that's it. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button, make sure you hit the subscribe button wherever they are located. I do not know. And I really appreciate you guys coming and checking out my page. I'm going to put down in the bottom my Xbox Gamertag. I want to start doing that for every video. It's InteligentMoron, just like it is for everything else. The only thing is that when you spell intelligent, you leave out one of the L's. I didn't have enough letters apparently in Xbox, but so it's all InteligentMoron all together, just one L. So it's InteligentMoron, and please add me. I play pretty much anything as long as I own the game. If I don't own the game and you guys want to send me a copy, by all means send me a copy, because I'll take a free game any day. And but yeah, so just like I said, thanks for subscribing. I know I'm starting to climb up a little bit higher and higher every day, and thanks for checking out my videos. It means a lot. I mean, it's only a couple of you, but just the fact that some of you guys really sorry, just the fact that some of you guys take the time out of your life, the 5-10 minutes to actually check me out, that's great. So thanks, I'll catch you later, and have a good one.